Hey guys, this is DW. I just wanted to say thank you so much for coming to check out the channel. I'm very excited about this channel. There's a few things that I just want to put out there and just share so that everybody's on the same page. I'm starting this channel because I want to explore a bunch of different topics. I want to do it in a way that is informative, that's educational, that is inspiring, that is relaxed. I think we're going to be talking about a lot of different topics that can be heavy, that can have a lot of weight to them, and I don't want to, cause any sort of, hesitation or, resistance around these topics, and I just want to tiptoe on them and open up the discussion, open up some thoughts. I really just want to provoke the mind, provoke the soul, and pose some questions, pose some thoughts that you can dwell on and think about and just see where it takes you. I believe there's two fundamental questions greater than any other questions that you can Google or YouTube or anything else on topics. I think there's two supreme questions. Is there a God? And if there is, what are the implications to that? I can promise, beyond a shadow of a doubt, and I would be willing to put every single dollar that I own on one fact. And what is that fact? What is it that I'm willing to stake everything I have on? It's on the fact that we're all going to die. That death is going to occur. For you, for me, for everybody that you know. And when we think about it, life expectancy, is around 85 years old. Now, when you're watching this in the future, it might be a little bit higher. It might be in the 90s, 100, whatever it may be. But in the grand scheme of things, 100 years is not that long of a time. And so what we realize is that there is a counter on our life. There is a date of expiration on our life. And we don't know when that is. That is the beauty of time, is that it could be tonight, it could be tomorrow, it could be 10 years from now, it could be 50 years from now, whatever it may be. But we know that there's going to be an expiration of time. So how are we going to use that time? What's important? What should we be focusing on? What should we be pursuing? And I know for me, a lot of my life was spent pursuing a career, pursuing monetary wealth, building up businesses and accumulating wealth. But let's take a look at some of those people that have done that in the past. Rockefeller, he's created billions and billions and billions of dollars for himself. Yeah, but he's dead. I mean, he's not spending that money. His kids are, and his grandkids and his descendants are all, presumably just burning through that cash, and who knows if there's any left for, to be passed down. I mean, but he's certainly not spending it. Today, Warren Buffett is still alive. When you're watching this in the future, I don't know if he still will be. I mean, he's 93, so he's up there. I don't care how much money he has. He can't buy time. He cannot prolong his life. And when he dies, he's going to be confronted with a reality of twofold. One, if there's no afterlife, then fine. He had a happy life while he was here, and so be it. That's the end of it. But there's no more existence of Warren Buffett. Or two, actually, there is an afterlife. And what we've done on this earth will be magnified in the afterlife to some extent. That there will be an accountability of what is it that you've done while you were here, and the implications are huge. They're huge, because if there is an afterlife, it matters what you do on in this world, the way you treat people, the way you think, what you do, and how you spend your talents and time. It's my belief that just because it's great that you have gifts if you can accumulate wealth while you're on this earth, but how are you using those gifts? Are you doing it in a way that you're giving back and loving people and sharing with people? Or are you just accumulating wealth for the sake of accumulating wealth for your own selfish gains and so that you can have security? So all of these topics hopefully will get explored. We'll dive into them. And I'm not asking you to subscribe to my thinking or to any beliefs that I have and hold. That's not, certainly you can and maybe you will, but the purpose of this channel is really just to offer some thought that you may not get in other places, but that I've had to wrestle with personally throughout my life, and why I ended up where I ended up, and how I got there, and how my thinking and actions and life events have led me to where I am today, and why I believe what I believe.